Heresy of Love by Helen Edmondson. At this point in the play, Sister Juana is facing the new Archbishop of Mexico. Sister Juana is a sister of a church in Mexico, and recently the Archbishop has come. He thinks that this Mexico that has evolved has deviated too much from the church, and he's using Sister Juana, who writes plays and poetry for the court, as an example of this. In this scene, he's just told her that unless she renounces the life she is currently living, she will be facing the Spanish Inquisition and will most certainly will get burned as a heretic. This is her response. I will not renounce my life. I know you have condemned me for writing plays and poems for the court, but I do not regret them. For they are tales of love, of care, of despair, and of devotion too. The very things that make us what we are. And there are prelates that came before you, and will come after you, I think, who see no harm in them at all. Nor do I regret the thoughts which I expressed upon your sermon. For are not all thoughts to be considered, taken forth, to be considered and responded to? Is that not the key to our progression? And why should men reserve all rights to speak and write theology? If my thoughts were as learned, as exacting as a man's, why should they not be heard? And I have heard and read some poor and crude theology written by men, and yet it is given credence. If my arguments are flawed, if I am not as well informed as I should be, then criticize me, yes. And I will go away and I will think again. And I will learn some more, and I will try again to reach towards the truth. Why should our faith fear knowledge? For knowledge comes from him, and without it, we should be as animals, wading through the mud and slime. Why should the light of knowledge be less precious, less miraculous in my mind than in yours? Where in the Bible does it say that girls cannot be wise? Show me, prove to me beyond all doubt that fact, and I will then be silent. There is no devil in me, nor do I do the devil's work. You call on devils, I suppose, for want of any answer. Why do you not look at me? I think it is because you are afraid of me, of all my sex. Why? Because we cannot be controlled. Or, perhaps, it is yourself you fear. For to look on woman is to know that you are a man, with all the frailty that implies, and all those hours you spend at night denying your humanity. They melt away, and you are left